Alright, okay guys. This video I'm making is to update on the how to I'm gonna show you guys how to check the motorcycle battery that I had for years for my motorcycle. Like I say, this battery here I had it like almost 10 years. So you guys want to go ahead and going to check my previous video about this information. And basically, right now I'm making a video just to updating the information that I have. I've done some research now. I know a little bit more about how the battery works and where where I'm at with my battery right now. What I'm gonna do next. So if you guys watch all of my videos parts on how to check the motorcycle batteries, how to use the multimeter to check it, uh, what kind of battery and how long I have it and all that, go ahead and go back to the videos and watch it, my previous video. When I start making this video, I didn't really plan like all the information. I didn't gather all of it, and I didn't do a good research. So after that, like right now, I've done quite a little bit of research, knowing how and where my batteries, like the history of it and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna basically update and go over a little bit more, like what I've known so far of this battery here, and about the charger too. So as far as I know is this battery here, it is bad. When I take out this charger, it will slowly, like before it's rapidly going down the volts. Now it's just slowly going down the volt because it's been charging for a few days now. I couldn't believe like I had to charge this like over 4 days already, 3 or 4 days ever since. Let's see, I made note down here too from August the 5th. So I begin to charge this battery August the 4th or somewhere around there, and now it's August the 7th. So it's been like 3 or 4 days so far, ever since I begin to charge this battery here. Um, and I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more going through the process. So the battery is pretty much low. It was zero. Yeah, it was zero. And the thing is, I made a mistake. I'll tell you guys why I made a mistake is I didn't really I didn't really test the battery with the multimeter, and I didn't know how to do it. Like I didn't know how to do it, where the setting was until like a day or two later. I found out where I can set it, the multimeter to check it. I supposedly set it to at DCV 20. Yeah, that's where you want to set on your multimeter to check the volts of any battery, really, like car battery or motorcycle battery. And that's what I use the setting to check this motorcycle battery. And really, you can use any multimeter. It doesn't really matter at this point. Now I find out this cheap little multimeter can check battery voltage. You just gotta put it to DCV setting 20, and that's how you check it. It tell you exactly how many points and all that. 12 point something volt or 13 or 10 or 11 volt. It'll tell you exactly. I couldn't really, like, I did a test to you guys see on the previous video already, so I probably not gonna do another test again. This video I'm just gonna update and tell you guys how I did it and all that. Um, but you have to be quick when you're trying to charge it and check it. That's what I have to end up doing. But anyway, going back saying that this battery was low. I don't know how low it was. I remember at one point from the beginning I checked it. We're using the multimeter. It was down to like zero point 0.5 or something like that. So it was like zero, like it's all the way down, right? I don't know how low this the acid, the liquid inside of this battery. I don't know how low it is. But I've heard like for AGM battery, which is this, yeah, it's from AGM. So AGM is it's a really good battery to what I researched before I say it wasn't that good, but really AGM is the newer kind after, the exit liquid that when they have the cap and all that. So this is like the newer version. So, and the AGM battery is not necessary to have like liquid exit in the cell. It make its own like liquid that's already inside the cell, and it won't you won't really have to like refill the liquid, because the way they make the battery, the cell inside, they already make it like like that, like you don't really have to refuel anything. So I think this is what the battery is. Yeah, that's type of the battery is. You really don't need to take out the cap, and really you can't really take out the cap because the cap they seal it real good. I mean, if you really want to, if I really want to, I can just get a pick tool, that's like a little bitty holes on each corner that I can probably pick it up. So because this is the cap right here, as you can see, that's the cap where you can pick it up and refill distilled water with Epsom salt, like everybody else doing on YouTube. I can basically do it that way. If I take it out, the cap out, and it's really low from the beginning, I should have, if I really want to do it right, and if I have the experience, I would take the cap out from the beginning and check on um, the fluid, the liquid, and see if it's low or not. I can see if it's low or not. If it's low, I can just refill with distilled water plus Epsom salt, mix it together, and then just pour into each cell. And then of course you got to know how to check it with the multimeter, and with prom with the I think I saw they do a probe with the multimeter ends, the negative and the positive ends. They tie it with the probe, like a piece of wire probe or something, to test, positive and negative onto each cell. It'll be 6 cells, so you just gotta test it like, first of all, first cell will be like you put one at the positive and then one at the first cell, and then put the positive cell to the first cell, and then the negative cell to the second cell, and the negative prime, I mean, yeah. And it just keep going, testing one by one like that, so you can tell and see how low is each cell is. That's what I saw they do at YouTube, on YouTube. That's what everybody else copy, and I'll probably do that by next time. Since now I got the research and experience, and I probably might, if I don't trade this battery, I might, test it like that later on, just to see if it's real low, so I can refill with distilled water and Epsom salt. But as far as now, I don't think I'm gonna do that now. I'm just gonna finish charging it. Like, as you guys know, I've been charging this battery off and on for like 4 days now. Yes, I do take it off and on every like couple of hours or so, just to check on the voltage. And I'm showing you guys how to do it right now. I'm showing you guys how to check the volt right now. I've been having taking notes. You got to take notes. So from the beginning, I didn't really like test the voltage. So, but at one point from the beginning, I saw it's at point 0.5, so which is real low, because I should have charged this like every other month. I just put it on the closet, kept it for like a few years. I charged it like a few times maybe, but I didn't really know what I'm doing at that point. All I know is, I used the multimeter and check, and the battery was low, and then I just go ahead and charge it up. But really, I should have tested every other month, like every month or two. If it's low, then I have to go ahead and put the charger and charge it right away to make it full. I have to do that like every other time, but I didn't do it. I forgot, I didn't really know. So even though the battery was brand new, I mean, I can just go ahead and I can't really return it because it's already out of warranty. It's been years, so all I can do is just bring this battery to battery supply, nearby my house and tell them I just bought this new, I can just tell them I just bought this new couple of months ago, 3, 4 months ago, and I have it on a shelf and I really didn't install anything, so it's basically brand new. See if they can, swap it out and trade me another one. But they sell new one, they don't sell used one for motorcycle battery. So I can just tell them to swap me a brand new motorcycle battery and give them this, and it's probably, they charge me a low price on it. So I'm planning to do that if I finish charging this thing in a few days or whatever, and it won't charge up or it won't hold a charge. Because it won't if it won't hold a charge, by the time I take it out and install into a motorcycle, it'll drop down the voltage, and it's just gonna be hard to start the bike. It's just not gonna work that way. So basically, that's what I want to tell you guys what happened here. My charger is old, is used, but it's working. About the light too. I'm gonna tell you about the lights. I just find out there's some notes here about the charger. You want to use it. It says step one, um, green light will glow when charger is plugged into a live AC adapter. So basically, it says that once I plug this charger into the wall AC adapter, then the light will glow, the green light will glow, which is that right there. That's the green light, and the green light say charged it. So even though if I don't plug the positive and the negative probe of the charger, even though if I have it out, this green light will still be green light. Okay. Now it says that to make sure, if the charger is working right, all you gotta do is how to test it is all you gotta do is just plug into the wall, and you don't have to plug anything on that side, on the positive and the negative, and you should see the green light say charge. If you don't see that, if you see a yellow light, like step two, it says, see, when you connect to a battery. So if you see a yellow light, even though if you don't connect to a battery, then something wrong with the charger, of course. Um, or if you see a check mark, it says battery. Yeah, that indicates the charger is not good. The charger is not good. Okay. So step two is say when connected to the battery, which is what I'm doing right now. With the AC plug-in. If yellow charge light does not glow, okay, which is that right there. Yeah, charging light is yellow. I'm assuming because I already checked. Like I used two probe together and checked, and I saw yellow light jumped up when I put negative and positive together on that wire, and the yellow charging light comes on. Okay, so it say when connected to battery, if yellow charge light does not glow, check and replace battery. So at this point, I plug in the battery and the yellow charging light is not coming on. So basically right now the battery is not good. Okay, it's low, that's why it won't charge or something like that. It's charging right now, but it's charging real slowly. That's why I've been making notes like how slow it charged. I'm gonna tell you guys that in a minute too. So let's go back to the charger. Step three, say if the check battery light glows, check connection. So if this check battery lights down here, you see that? Yeah, the lights on the way. If that check battery lights is on, which means the clamps reverse or check the battery, which means the clamps are reverse or check and replace battery. Note if green charged light comes on and vehicle does not start, check and replace the battery. So basically, so if you're trying to use this charger to charge the car battery and the green lights come on, that means something wrong with the battery. Just like what happened right now. The green lights come on when I'm charging. Yeah, which means the battery is real low. That's why we won't charge. It'll charge, but it charges really slowly, which make the batteries bad. So about the check battery light glows, if the check battery lights glow, check the connection. Clamps are reverse or check and replace battery. So I don't have that lights yet. The check battery lights. I don't ever see that. So I'm not paying attention to that. But as so far as right now, I know, the green lights come on would say charged it, which means the battery is real low when it's trying to charge. So right now it's charging too, but it's charging real slow. That's why I'm making notes right now. I'm going back to detail you guys here about the notes here. See? You wanted to make notes, okay? You really want to make notes from the beginning. I start making notes like a day after I charge, like 24 hours. Then I start realize I need to make notes because it's charging real slow. The reason I'm making note is trying to find out how slow it charge and how long it's gonna take to finish charging and all that. So I make notes here from the beginning. After I charge a day, it came up to 10.2 volts by 12 a.m., which is August the 5th. And then 3 hours later, I check again. It came up to 0.8. Yeah, same day, 12 p.m. on the next day, I check. It's still at 10.9. At that time, because it charged real slow, because at one point I took it off. Remember, I took it off because I thought, I did some research and I thought this battery is dead. That's why I took it off. Discharged for like a day or so. And then I realized I had to come back and charge again. And, at that point, I just want to charge it and see how good it is, see if it's getting back to life, before I do some research and take the battery to the battery supply to let them check. They keep telling me to come by to bring the battery to let them check it. So see if they can, if it's good. If they can't charge it, I'm gonna have to swap a brand new battery with them. But I'm gonna do this before I go. And then 3 hours later, well, 9 p.m., which is like a half a day later, it's still slow because at that point I was just plugging back the battery. So up until now, okay, like early this morning, a.m., 4 a.m., is 12.8 volt, and it went up to another point 1 volt, which is 11.747. Well, yeah, it came up to 11, yeah. And then the 11 a.m. this morning, yeah, that's where it came up. And then 3 p.m. just a couple hours ago, 3 hours ago, it was 11.6. It came up good though. And right now, I just test again. Right now it's 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I checked it. It was at 11.79. It came up another 19 volt, which is real good. I mean, it's coming up, guys. It's been alive, guys. And what you want to do is you want to make it quick. What you want to do is like me. I take a multimeter, I turn it on, have the setting already there, right? Get it ready. You got to do this real quick, guys. You go ahead and get this two ready. Positive to positive and negative to negative. You want to do real quick, okay? Because you want to see the current volt right now after you take out this charger wire out. So you do it real quick using two hand, grab the positive and the negative wire, throw it out, okay? I mean, set it on the side out real quick, and then use two hand, probe positive and negative, hold it real fast too, and hold it good. And you should look at it here real quick. You look at it after you place it down, positive and negative. You look at over here real quick and see how many volt it's coming on at first, then make a note down there. Every time I do it like that. Each time I do that, I do it real quick, and then I see the first number, and then I jot it down. I write it down, and then after that, of course, you're holding for like another second or two. It will slowly decrease. The volt will slowly decrease down. So you want to make note. You want to make notes how many volts it's reading right after you place the probe on positive and negative, and then just write that number down like I do, just to keep in notes. And a few seconds later, of course, the voltage is going to drop down by point something something. That's because you take out the charger. So that's why I say it makes this battery bad, because when I take out the charger, the voltage will slowly drop, which means the battery is not good. But we'll see. After I finish charging it to like 12 point something or 13 point, and then if I charge and I reach about 13 point, let's see what happened after that. See if I take out this charging wire and see if it's gonna hold a charge or not. If not, I'm gonna try to, I guess, install onto the bike to start it real quick. If it won't start right after I, finish recharging and connect into a bike, then if the voltage drop, then which means the battery is dead. I can't really do nothing about it but toss it away. I'll bring it to power supply, battery supply to have them trade off for me, or I can just add some more salts and distill water, but I have to use two and take it out, which is probably I'm not gonna do it because it take too long, and I don't want to have to go through all that. Just like everybody else, they don't want to go through all that. But worst time, like worse than worse, if I'm really, I don't have any money to buy me another battery, then I would need to do that. Refill distilled water and Epsom salts. In that case, if I wanted to. So just do what I do, make notes from the beginning, okay? And I hope this video is informative and helps some of you guys out there. And I hope this technique helps you. And you know, that's it. That's all I'm gonna edit with this video. I know it's a long video. It's another long parts of the video, but it's updating to what I have right now with my charging battery, motorcycle battery. Okay, guys. There's more information about battery. You just gotta research through it. There's so much more I didn't really mention and tell you guys because of the time. I mean, this video is real long already. I really can't tell you anything more but about this demonstration and information. But there's so much more about battery. There's people doing business about battery. A lot, and then you make money on that too. But it's a lot of work though. Yeah. You just gotta be careful though. It's dangerous work too. I'm afraid this battery will explode too, but most likely it will not explode because if it has to be hot. Right now it's not really hot at all. I guess the way the AGM battery company they make the battery is really, packed on. So I don't think it's gonna blow up anytime soon. But my charger is a little hot. It's not that hot. It's hot because every charger does that. But so far, just have it away from each other, far away. But so far, it seems like it's charging and it's good. The battery is brand new. It was brand new. I think the liquid inside probably low too. That's why I don't know if this gonna be bad for my battery to charge like this because the liquid inside probably real low, and right now it's trying to burn liquid, getting hot in there, or I don't know how this battery really works. I don't know if it's how they add the liquid and all that in there, but it won't spill over. It's packed in there like it's real good. It's pretty good battery. It's from AGM, guys. I heard AGM is real good company. Make real good batteries. So, all right, guys. I hope it works for you guys, and I'm gonna wait and see an update after this. Okay. See you guys later. Bye bye.